Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka James Cazal on MTGO, coming to you with another donation bonus league. This time it's still Grixis control. This one comes from Patreon subscriber MRSJ, and they thought it would be cool if I, instead of playing Lightning Bolt, tried Galvanic Discharge, which could be a supercharged Lightning Bolt. Say you only need to hit an X1 with your first bolt. Well, then your next bolt could hit an X5, which is pretty crazy, especially with this world of psychic frogs and barrogoyfs, just a lot of high toughness creatures running around. And to help us along in that regard, we have Tune the Narrative, which is replacing Ponder in their build. For 1 blue, you draw a card and get 2 energy. So that could really make your bolts something crazy. We could even probably take down an Ugin the Spirit Dragon if we go up against Nick Fit this time. um, this list is completely unchanged from what they sent me. I just messed with the mana base a little bit, but not very much, just so I could play more smoothly. Over in the sideboard, we have some old favorites like Dystopia. I've played this on the channel before. I liked it a lot in the Beanstalk days where it was just mowing down leyline bindings and up the Beanstalks. Haven't seen that deck much lately, although this card's probably still very powerful against decks like Cradle Control and Nadu and things like that, which are predominantly green-white shell. And then we have 2 opposition agents, which is super sweet because I feel like that card is such an ace in the hole in so many matchups, and only having one, or only having room for one, makes it hard to find. So it's cool to have another one. I feel like we're just very specialized for certain matchups. We even have 6 mainboard Force of Wills in their build, so we might be able to really ride an early Frog. Frog plus Force of Will is a lot more likely to happen in this scenario, but they were very kind to me and still left me with a Cling to Dust. So I'm not completely out of my element. Now we'll really get to see this league if Galvanic Discharge has legs to stand on its own. Usually it's run alongside cards like Wrath of the Skies, or in a prior donation bonus league, I played a Jeskai build in Modern that had Jolted Awake and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see how powerful this card really is in a Grixis control shell. And we'll have the awesome endgame of Psychic Frog and Snapcaster Mage, and we still have Kolaghan's Command as well. I think this will be a lot of fun. I haven't played a deck that has no ponders, and I've never played a deck in my life that doesn't have Lightning Bolt in it, except for Doomsday. Yeah, okay, maybe I have, but I try to avoid it as much as possible. Anyways, let's check it out. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the Patreon if you want to see your deck run by me. I think these have been a lot of fun and well received. It's always fun to switch things up and throw me out of my comfort zone, even though this is still Grixis control. It's a pretty different take on it. Let's give it a shot, huh? Welcome to Donation Bonus League MRSJ edition. And we're already off to a great start. We won the die roll, and we have a hand with 3 lands, 4 spells, Brainstorm and a way to shuffle, Orcish Bowmasters, and Kolaghan's Command. Oh, and Tune the Narrative. Opponents get on 7. My impulse is to get an island and Tune the Narrative. Just kind of move through our deck and get 2 energy. I really hope that energy pays off. Once upon a time, are we going to strike down an Eldrazi or a Hogak with a giant Galvanic Discharge? I hope so. Ooh, it's Nadu. This could be tricky. And a Tundra. I know I just talked about Dystopia in the deck tech. Ponder, jealous. It could be time for Dystopia. Yeah, we'll see how not having Ponder really impacts us. It could be pretty rough. It could be okay. But obviously, turn 1 Ponder would have been better than Tune the Narrative, unless we start striking down really big things. But we need to find Galvanic Discharge for that to be applicable. Now, this deck probably isn't a Wasteland deck, but let's just be a little safe off the bat. Okay, we get another land. Delta. Yeah, I'm trying to fix my hand right now, and if we hit Thoughtseize, maybe we can prevent a catastrophe from happening. We do. We also hit Sudden Edict, which is pretty darn good against Nadu. They can't do anything in response to that. I should have pointed that out during the deck tech. Sudden Edict was like the one card Grixis Control got from Modern Horizons 2. And boy, did we love it until Orcish Bowmasters came out. And then it became pretty bad. But we'll see. Okay, their hand's very strong. I don't like that Urza Saga. I might just have to take Tamiyo because it's the most efficient card they have, and I want them to be tapping out first and foremost. And I don't have a good way to deal with it, and I can't Edict Nadu if Tamiyo's around. I think it's pretty clearly Tamiyo. But Saga is a problem. At least we have Kolaghan's command. We can trade with Saga mostly 1-for-1, provided we're discounting the artifact that they get. It'll probably be Shuko. This really ties up their mana for a few turns as well, so you know, maybe they won't make a construct. Maybe they'll just cast Nadu next turn. That would play into our hand. And we even have 2 energy to top it all off. Do that. Damn it. I'm sick of these lands. We don't need any more. Maybe we don't need it anymore. Sorry, that's an inside joke in my band. Okay. So they do want to make constructs. I can pick it off with Bowmasters. That's dangerous. Oh, no, it's not, because I'll have 4 mana next turn. Maybe we don't need it anymore. Bennett. Oh my god. Time to start rage fetching. I mean, they have a lot of lands too, to be fair. Okay. It's also important to note I can't Shieldred's Edict, Sudden Edict a Nadu when a construct is in the way. It's not Shieldred's Edict, which is mostly why Sudden Edict fell out of favor. But it must be acknowledged how busted Split Second is. It's just so good. It's ridiculously strong. Another problem is that if they do get Shuko here and cast Nadu, I let Nadu resolve. I don't have priority to cast Sudden Edict. I can't be like, oh, hold on. Like, before you equip Shuko over there, I'm going to cast Sudden Edict. It doesn't work like that. That would be really funny, though. That sounds like an argument waiting to happen at FNM. No, it's important to understand how priority works. If they've set up and get to Fairy, I don't have enough burn in hand to finish it off, but I can K-command the Shuko. But I think they're going to try and draw 2 here. It's mostly going to work. We're not getting good exchanges. Okay. Delighted Halfling. Well, yeah, now Edict is not going to work one bit. We'll just Shock Shatter. Swing it to Fairy. Try and stop this a little bit. Brainstorm. We'll start with that. There's Discharge. And another Sudden Edict. This is interesting. I think I do want a Galvanic Discharge to Fairy. And then also Kolaghan's Command, Shuko, and Halfling. Because I can't get it all out of the way. This seems like the most good way to do things. I guess I have to get rid of one of these edicts. Or I could put away Bowmasters. Strong card. But I think Edict will be better. It'll take them a few turns to get more constructs. And all their creatures are like very high value and tricky. As glorious as it is to do the Nomads Encore thing. So yeah, to be fair, this is something that Lightning Bolt cannot do. I have to acknowledge that. Alright, hopefully nothing good happens to them until the end of the game. If they play Nadu and they don't have Nomads, that would be great. Mm-hmm. Uro. Oh, that's such a bummer. No lands in hand. This is another really bad exchange. And they have 2 escapes lined up. I need Cling to Dust like right now. Nope. Yeah, we definitely drew a lot of lands this game. And another Saga. Yeah, I don't think I can keep up with this. Not without Cling. We might have had a little better selection if our tunes had been Ponders, but we also would not have been able to get to Fairy Gone if our if our discharges were bolts. So yeah, it's all stuff to think about. Sudden Edict you. Alright, can still hit Cling here. We know their hand is Nadu. Psychic Frog. Card's good. Not sure if it'll be good enough. Especially when they have Aether Spellbomb. Urza Saga in the wings. It's just a little too much to keep up with. The way I played on the Teferi turn made it seem like I have forced blue card in hand, so if I can keep on having them think that is my hand, They might play into Sudden Edict. Might. Because this still ties up their mana. I don't want them to escape Burrow. Pretty sure the game's over if they do that. That would also absorb all their blue mana if they escape Burrow, so they wouldn't be able to bounce Psychic Frog. Might be able to get back into that. If they want bigger constructs, I don't know, maybe they will also retain their Spellbomb for that reason. If they don't want their spell or their constructs getting picked off by Bowmasters, stuff like that. This better be Nadu. Great. Now give me priority. All I need to do is hit Cling to Dust, and I'm like weirdly in this kind of hard. Lord knows I've seen enough lands. Yeah, I'm already over halfway through the lands, and I'm not really near halfway through my deck. Brainstorm, that could hit. It could hit. Let's try and draw a frog first and get some more options with our brainstorm. All right, they say no. This still gives us more options with our our brainstorm. We drew a card, but it was at the cost of one of our creatures. Cast brainstorm. Ah. Shoot. Well, I can put back C and Thoughtseize. I can shuffle. I can snap brainstorm, I guess. I'm not going to snap tune the narrative. But there it is. There's Cling. That's what we want. That's what we want. If it all goes to hell, I'll just recast Frog, I guess. No dice. Discharge would give us 5 energy. Yeah, it's not there. I guess I'll shuffle away Force of Negation. It's not very good. But I'll also leave myself the option to discard Scalding Tarn. If they drew a land, we might see them make a construct here. If they didn't, they might just be concerned with escaping Uro. And without like a Narset effect, there's not much we can do about a resolved Uro. It's gonna get its value. Pithing Needle. On what? Frog? Yep. Alright, so we'll draw Discharge. Not good. So close to being good. We're just one energy short. So maybe I should have tuned the narrative. I don't know. Well, we wouldn't be in this situation if I hadn't brainstormed. We'd be working through these one at a time. Yeah, after I fetch, there'll only be 5 lands left in the deck. Oh boy. I guess I should do this before they draw another card. Oh, Force. Well, do you have a blue card? You do. Alright, well, that's really bad. Feels like cheating whenever Nadu flips a Force of Will. Yeah, they've flooded. But because we also flooded, their deck that generates more value than ours is running away with things here. But we got them below 15. If each game takes them 10 minutes to play, we might be able to do this. But we've lost. I guess we can just waste their time. Nadu triggers aren't free. So they can set this trigger up if they want to put a land in or something like that. Yep. Three spells in hand. I think they should still try to win with Uro. Or Nadu beats, like... I think they'll waste too much time on their clock if they try to do this whole thing. Although they risk me fighting back in if they don't get their Nadu value. I guess it doesn't take that long. But yeah, we're pulling ahead on clock. That might be the way we win. I wouldn't mind F6ing. Alright. Enjoy the show, everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot. Started with Once Upon a Time. I find that really interesting. Mox Opal, too. That has to be part of a package for Urza's Saga. I can't imagine this deck runs more than one of those. But if they do, that's some fluff we can really exploit. Where's that island from? Outlaws? A fountain. More nomads. More Nadu triggers. If I were them, I'd be trying to win this game right now. Not messing around with a hunky bird. Show me the tendrils. Maybe they have Thassa's Oracle? I guess that would make sense. I still think that takes less clock than just attacking. And now they're playing like Soul Guide Lantern and stuff. They also have 4 mana, so they could get Uro back in. I think that'd be pretty strong. And they're concerned with Kolaghan's command. I guess that makes sense, because it can blow up Pithing Needle. Alright, we're back. I should yield, because now they're doing this on my upkeep. I mean, if we can get them below 10, that'd be wild. It's not that far from here. Cast Tune. Cling to Dust, thanks for showing up. Hit Uro. This will buy us a lot of time. Now they better hope they have Thassa's Oracle. I hope they don't have, what's it called? Force of Negation, but they would have used it there. What'd they pitch? Backup Nadu? They just brainstorm. So they have like Swords, Tamiya, Once Upon a Time. Hopefully not Force of Will. But I mean, they don't have many cards left in their deck. Yeah. Alright. Well, got them pretty low on clock at least. Cigar. Okay, my new goal is get them below 9 minutes. Then if we're just really annoying in game 2, they might time out. Or if we can just win in game 2, they might time out. Time to start thinking about like opposition agent, because they are a swords deck. They also have a couple basics it looks like. Is Harbinger going to be any good? I don't think they can do that much without their green. Oh, they have Mox Opal. Yeah, I don't think Harbinger is where I want to be. Dystopia, yes. Plague Engineer, yes. Pyroblast, definitely. Surgical as well. Maybe Meltdown. I think I just block this. I just soak up as much damage as I can. Waste as much time as possible. I'm surprised they didn't swords. Alright, my new goal is get them under 8 minutes. If they want to do this on my turn, Kind of shocked. If at this point, if I were them, I would just be like spamming through my turn as fast as possible, paying attention to make sure I don't draw anything too messed up. But yeah, if they don't have a Thassa's Oracle win, like I get to see every card that comes up for them, which is cool. They must have endurance as well, right? Like there's no way this deck is a thing without endurance, right? But I feel like the odds are we would have seen Thassa's Oracle by now. I mean, I didn't see their draw step, but that's like literally the only thing. Oh, I should have clinged in response. No, I'm not doing a very good job wasting time. But yeah, I think they'll fall to under 6 minutes here. Or not under 6, but under 7. If they have a Thassa's Oracle win, I think they should try and do it. That's 4 sagas, right? Yeah. Full 4. Euro trigger. Wastes extra time since they probably have lands in their hand. They have Exacties on board. I could have maybe even wasted a whole nother turn if I didn't miss that Cling to Dust. Foolish. Bowmasters would be nice. Don't think they have Thassa's Oracle. It would be nice to know that. Ooh, Brazen Borrower. I'll take it. This also blocks Nadu. I heard this deck was like rough in tournaments as well. In Modern, it was just like wasting so much time in Modern. Is that what's happening here? I mean, I feel like my opponent probably could have just gone ham and attacked a lot. I mean, we'll see if this deck can win in under 6 minutes. It probably can. It's powerful. But a touch too much Dirtle might not be to your benefit. Can I make them draw cards? Kind of. If I draw Kolaghan's Command, that'll have 2 targets. I guess Swordsing or letting me block is a wash, right? Four cards in hand. Or in deck, I mean. How do I do this? I don't have enough lands for K-Command, Snap, K-Command. I wouldn't have enough targets yet either. Galvanic Discharge. Sure. Let's get that last piece of info. Brainstorm in hand. Ha. All right, we're like 10 minutes up on clock. We'll see if it matters. They got to work through their Saga trigger. Fail to find. They're getting to combat. I feel like this donation bonus league has already become very interesting. All right. It's only turn 14. Like usually when game 1 ends and someone has less than 5 minutes on their clock, you can expect the turn counter to be in the 20s. Dystopia, Plague Engineer, maybe Opposition Agent, maybe not. This version is not based around Green Sun Zenith, so make of that what you will. I want Surgical. I feel like Uro won that game. Pushing through the mid game with Uro was bad for us. And then Force of Negation, not for this matchup. Teferi is something you want to hit, but not really with Force of Negation. Tune the Narrative is pretty bad. I don't want to like lose our blue card count too much though, because I feel like we do need Force to supplant our certain strategies. We can go down on Frog, I think. I'm most interested in dealing damage with like Bowmasters and Brazen Barber, but we're a little limited in terms of win cons against this deck with Swords to Plowshares. It might be hard to get over the line against Swords decks, but if the meta doesn't have many Swords decks, then you'd be in pretty good shape. I'm just going to be like sprinkling in little feedback here and there as I think of things, because sometimes it's hard to do that at the end when you can't remember every single thing that happened in the league. We can go down 1 discharge, but we want to be able to hit Delighted Halfling. Maybe I want Kolaghan's Command too, because the Versus Saga. This deck is really coming from all angles. Maybe we can just roll with 1 Plague Engineer. And then Edict is not going to be great either, because they have a lot of small creatures and constructs and stuff. But it looked pretty good last game. Could probably also cut a land. If we make it to game 3 and I'm on the draw. Well, opponent's still sideboarding. Yeah, let's cut one of these Myers and bring back a Psychic Frog, I guess. Because yeah, we do need a way to win. The really devious thing to do, I think, would just be like choose the cards that waste the most time. Just survive for as long as possible. The old standard Teferi of Dominaria deck that had no win cons. Well, the win con was Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, and it would just use -3 on itself. So you wouldn't deck, but your opponent would. I'll take the play. Yeah, Thoughtseize into Frog. It's got to be good, right? Opponent probably keeping anything and everything. Delighted Halfling. Tameo. Pithing Needle's kind of whatever. This hand doesn't seem particularly good. Tameo blocks Frog. They can Pithing Needle in response to Frog. We can bounce the first Saga token. They can't cast either of these next turn because of Hedge Maze. Should I just take Pithing Needle? Seems terrible. I'll take Tameo. Put a card on top. I'm guessing another land. Brainstorm. Well, let's put them to the test. Like, they might just Pithing Needle this. Pithing Needle, play Halfling, which blocks Frog really well, annoyingly. So I guess I'll have to discard a Swamp in response to Pithing Needle. Which then, of course, plays into removal, but it won't happen this turn. Yep. Like, do they want to block with that? I feel like no. If they had the choice. The flood continues to haunt us. Dystopia, hell yeah. I'd be happy if they blocked. No? Wow, I feel like a fool right now. Now I have to redraw that land I meant to shuffle away because I didn't play a land out before I attacked. Caracas. Shuko. I get why they're doing this because they don't have a lot of time, but it is so good for me to get to cast Petty Theft right now. Not only does it play around Force of Negation, but what do I do? I think I get even more black mana because of Dystopia. But yeah, this is just nothing but upside for me. Okay, I hope I hit a blue card. That would be nice. Kolaghan's Command. That one's good too. I think I'd rather have Delighted Halfling gone though, so let's play Dystopia. But we gotta be careful. I don't want them to be able to beat me out of nowhere because I'm paying too much life from that cumulative upkeep. But also super happy I get to showcase Dystopia in match 1, no less. All right, we'll see if they even play into this. And what do they get? Soul Guide Lantern? Mox Opal? Fail to find. That's interesting. They have another Saga. Yikes. Yeah, I think I just ditched the Dystopia. Scared of losing my life. Of losing any life. I really don't want them to add an artifact, because if I can just shock Construct and not have to do Destroy Artifact on it, that would be wonderful. Shock Construct, Shatter Pithing Needle. Hopefully hit a blue card right now. I'll pay 1 life for it. It's worth 1 life. Okay, sweet. Feeling pretty good. Hell yeah. Now I can actually make these a lot bigger than constructs. And we're just doing frog stuff. Doing the narrative. That is a better pitch than Brazen Borrower. So yeah. But I also don't think I'd want to sacrifice some frog power and toughness for uh, the chance to catch Petty Theft this turn. Although, yeah, they made this play before, so I guess I could have played that island and then Petty Theft right now. Gotta watch out for Veil of Summer. But I think we do have this game. Not gonna pay for Dystopia. This becomes a race. I'm gonna feel real stupid keeping this thing around. And even though it does like hold a lot of their plays ransom, still feels very unwise. Okay, there goes that. We have 2 3-power beaters in the wings. Surgical. Nothing to hit. I brought this in for Uro mostly. Even though it's starting to look like Uro's a 1-of for their deck. I think we got this. I don't think they'll be able to do this in 30 seconds. I'm at 16. I have a Force of Will and a potentially pretty large creature. Brainstorm. Five seconds left. Well, who knows what would have happened in game 3. I have faith we'd be able to do this. I feel like this matchup isn't that bad. They definitely caught us in game 1. I'll just blame it on flooding. So yeah, I feel like there are worlds in which we could definitely pull this off. Like, the matchup isn't that bad. We have Red Blast. We have Dystopia. You saw in that game how they relied on Urza's Saga to get over the line quickly, but Kolaghan's Command and Petty Theft made that difficult for them to do. And now they need to win this game in 1 second. All right, cool. Starting off this donation bonus league 1-0. Welcome to round 2 against, I think, current trophy leader. Yeah, an all-around good dude, Guibanella. It's been on the channel before. On the draw, I have a couple cantrips, but they're like not great cantrips, but they are cantrips. And with these Galvanic Discharges and Tune the Narrative combined, oh, they accidentally exiled an Elvish Spirit Guide. Yeah, they don't want to do that. Maybe Galvanic Discharge will be roasting Eldrazi's. You never know. Alright, they put an Ivugan in their hand. What next? It's only good if they exile the full 4. Not quite. 2 more Ugins down. That's too bad. We get a little equity when they draw multiple Eye of Ugins. Not this time. What is this, Chalice? Wow. Not good. Really not good. We do have Kolaghan's Command, but I feel like the best way we had to fight that was on the stack. Well, we got Psychic Frog. I did throw a Surveil land in this list, so if we don't get Thought Not Seared here, it's El Purposer. El Purposer. At the same time, it would be nice to not play Frog until I have a Force, because Kozilek's Command is a problem. What a shame. What a shame indeed. We'll discard Tune the Narrative. I think it's the weakest card here. They don't even need to cast Devourer right now. I mean, they can if they want to get ahead, but they might not. They have no need to. All right, let's just move on. Man, I'm sorry. But I mean, it's also good to showcase these games where you can highlight maybe some of the weaknesses of your deck. All right, against this deck, I think Harbinger and Opposition Agent do all right. I think Plague Engineer is also going to be pretty good. Don't bring in Dystopia expecting to have them sacrificing their Myco spawns or El Purposers. Those are not green or white. I guess that's it, huh? I think we can trim down on one drops for that reason. And really, there aren't that many one drops in this build, so it's kind of just an unfortunate spread. Force Negation's also not that great. I mean, it would have been nice to have that game, but in general, well, if Kozilek's Command is like a must force, Sudden Edict is also not that great because of all those Eldrazi spawns, but maybe Plague Engineer can keep those off the field for us. Yeah, I'll go down another Thoughtseize and then I guess one Snapcaster Mage. That might be a little hard to pull off when those Myco spawns are exiling even basic lands. And we already have so many 3-drops we want to leverage. Yeah, we'll start with Thoughtseize. And then hopefully Tune gives us something good, I guess. Trinisphere, huh? They can turn one Trinisphere. Territory color. It would be pretty bad if they Trinisphere. Could take a Lotus Petal, that's kind of funny. I think it's just, unfortunately, this is more of a defensive Thoughtseize. Just don't think we can play through that. Too bad. Their hand is a little strange. But I guess El Purposer can maybe bridge the gap for them. They're pretty reliant on their top deck here, I think. And a little bit of time in between decisions. I don't usually do as much intensive editing on the donation leagues because, well, I don't have a lot of time these days. So I'll just try and keep this as entertaining as possible. Or maybe you can watch on 2x speed. I know a lot of people do that just because the nature of MTGO kind of makes things kind of long and drawn out. Because people could be doing anything right now. Maybe we'll do the flying stack for a while. One of those old screensavers. Okay. I'm guessing they found another land because they didn't exile all 4. I feel like if they had exiled all 4, we can probably count on them having not found another land. Alright, let's see how much fun we can have with this before it gets taken away from us. Cavern of Souls, huh? Are you gonna go Thought-Knot Seer? You're gonna go Territory Color? Your 7/5 reach? Nasty card. Let's send it back from where it came. It cost them 2 petals to do that. Perhaps it'll be a while before it returns. We need to start dealing damage. They have an Ancient Tomb and a Devourer, so time is short. I guess it's pretty frog neutral to do this, though. Brainstorm. Of all these cards, I think it's probably Brainstorm. We need to snap Thoughtseize. We need to pray and pray that they don't hit a Monosaurus next turn. Take their Devourer, probably. In time, I will be able to challenge that color. It's not the end of the world if they do hit mana. Ooh, okay. So I can hit an X5 now. Does that mean if they Thought-Knot Seer, they might take the Discharge? We'll see. There's the All-Purposer. I wonder. Should I take the color? No, it's a 7/5. I can discharge that as well. So yeah, we'll definitely Thoughtseize. Force of Will. Probably just discard that to Psychic Frog here. Well, maybe not though. If I had a blue card, and we have some insulation against a Kozilek's Command, that would be pretty cool. There we go. We're running good. Thought-Knot Seer. So they'd rather do that than play the color, which I guess makes sense. Now they can take Discharge. Oh, they take the blue card. That's interesting. It's not so unlikely that I can find another one. I'm not ready to jump yet. Kolaghan's command. Huh. Let's start with this. Okay. I could just play Bowmasters and shoot that spawn, but it's probably maybe better to get Brazen Borrower in at the end of the turn. Or I could just discard K Command, Bloodstained Mire. Maybe hit a blue card, maybe not. Maybe hit a land, maybe not. Bowmasters, that spawn token, make sure. I mean, they'll sack it in a response, and I won't be able to do anything about that. If I discard one more card, well, they might just block anyways. Yeah, we'll see what they do here. No block. All right, you're at 4. Opposition agent. Not one of the better draws. Something I could have done is take a little bit more of a gamble, discard Force of Will, and then if they tap Ancient Tomb, Bowmasters could have done the trick. But I think we'll still overrun them. I think they'll use this spawn to play out color. And now Bowmasters can just go wide around this. Alright, very good. Can we do it on the draw? Who knows? I mean, they'll probably keep a better hand next game. I think they may have underestimated us a little bit after seeing me do nothing in game 1 and discard Tune the Narrative. I'm just messing around. This player's really good. They probably won't make any mistakes. We'll trim 1 land and get 1 more Force of Negation, just a little more installation against Kozilek's Command or an early Trinisphere or something like that. Because that would be hard to beat. Hard to beat indeed. Well, we got Sudden Edict and Harbinger of the Seas. That's pretty good. Eldrazi Temple, go. Okay. I don't hate it. Lotus Petal? Okay. Well, if they cast Thought-Knot Seer next turn, I can hide Harbinger Edict. If I curve Edict into Harbinger, games have been won with less. Oh, we hit the basic swamp too. If only I could get my basic mountain. It's okay. I don't know what they want to take here. Probably Snapcaster Mage. But if they take Brainstorm, I would not protest. Yep. There's a slight problem. If I beat that Thought Not Seer, and they play another one, the Harbinger will be in my hand, which is not good. I have faith, though. This is not good. With that spawn, they can cast another Thought Not Seer. And also a 3/3. It's bigger than a 2/2. And they have access to colorless. It's a lot of mana. Oh my god. Well, that sucks. There goes all our mana. I guess a 6 mana play should have been on my radar. One card left. Tons of mana. Gotta rebuild from scratch. They might have made this card a little too powerful. Oh, they don't get Wasteland, though. Well, maybe we're not screwed after all. And maybe we'll find Basic Mountain. That doesn't make sense, though. This costs blue. Bowmasters. Yeah, we can take one of these down. Gotta dodge another Myco spawn, of course. Hopefully they can't use this mana in combat. If there's a way to like neutralize the repurposer, that'd be great. Because I don't want them getting access to colorless mana. Okay. Now what? Wasteland? Come on. Give me a break here. Plague Engineer, that's a good one. Is their last card any good? I feel like they've been able to play everything. They got 7 mana. They might be holding a removal spell, I guess. Yep. Alright. If I can dodge for one turn here. Throw down the Harbinger. And then throw down the Plague Engineer. Well, that would be great. They can still dismember. It must be noted. It would be great to draw a Galvanic Discharge here. Then I could, like, establish Plague Engineer, discharge that. The spawn doesn't get to do anything. Opposition Agent. Okay. Yeah, this is multi-turn. It involves me going to 5. It's not great. Oh, okay. Sweet. Didn't feel over to me. But here we are. 2-0 somehow. I feel like my luck improves when I do these donation bonus leagues. I'm on the draw in round number 3. My opponent has 60 cards in their deck. And despite playing 20 lands, I'm stuck with another 1-lander. This one has Cling to Dust, though. And my opponent's taking a mulligan. I'm going to leverage this increased resource game and make use of my draw step plus brainstorm. Also, I threw in a surveil land to this list because having one is so good. And it's very rarely bad. It's usually good. Flooded Strand, go. Okay. Are we going to see, like, Entomb? Sudden Edict, huh? Well, that card's good, too. It's been a while since I played with it, but it's very cool. Powerful card. Oh, Meticulous Archive, huh? This could be Stifle Knot. Misty Rainforest. It could be Nadu. Could be a lot of things. Urza's Saga. It might be that Nadu deck we faced in round 1. At least all the cards are the same. Oh, hey, Lotus Petal? I don't think so anymore. Is this like Cephalid Breakfast or something? I'm not sure what this could be. Thoughtseize? So tempting. I think I do need to keep that. I want to understand what's going on. And we get the best possible spread, I feel like. I mean, it sucks about the Galvanic Discharge being uncastable and all that. What do I hide on top? Bowmasters, I guess? Might pitch Brazen Borrower. It is a Nadu deck. Well, get it out. That might have been loose. But like forcing swords, it's not bad. And are they really going to want to make constructs? I don't know. I can Edict one and Petty Theft the other. I could let them swords one frog and then stick the other. Yeah, let's try and cramp their mana somehow. They might be super patient though. Not cashing that Lotus Petal. Just do that and then, although their white source is out. They might not have another white source in hand. Tropical Island does not cast Swords to Plowshares. So they might actually want to use their Lotus Petal here. At which point, can I just get them to stumble? Okay, they're tapping the archive. Folks, they're tapping the archive. It's way better if I force them after they untap. The last Nadu Saga deck we fought had like a Pithing Needle in it, which was disgusting. It makes me want to preemptively do that. They're getting a Shuko anyways. That's bold. If I discard 3 cards, no, I think I'm just going to take the damage here. But it is tempting to just beat this thing in combat. But the Shuko makes it kind of not good. But given that I'm drawing something dead, I don't think I have time for recommitting a frog and all that, so I think I'll force a swords here. But they're gonna let me untap. And draw, apparently. Alright. Surely you have a Tundra. Or a Savannah. Please give me a red source off the top. Okay, here it comes. They got one unknown. I'm gonna force. I've already invested a card into this frog, and yeah, this was the plan from day one. Land, 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 land. Oh, not that one. Boo. Maybe I should have held that. It does give me Brazen Borrower, though. Damn. Card's good. Yep. Saw that coming. Whoa. Okay. So I did kind of call that when I saw the pedal. And I'm honestly kind of happy that I won't have to grind through a bunch of like delighted halflings and stuff. Let's take a look at this deck. We've lost. But I'm much happier to play against Breakfast than Nadu Zenith. I wish I could give the instruction to yield until a card called Cabal Therapy is cast. I guess I could auto yield to Shuko and Illusionist triggers and Narcomoeba. There's only one more Narcomoeba, I think. Or there might be 2. Can't remember. I think it plays 4. It's been so long since I've faced Breakfast. They should also be wary. Like, they have 1 card in hand. I could easily... Oh wait, no, they have to ferry out. They don't need to care at all. There's Oracle. 1, 2, 3 Nadu. Maybe 4 if they have one in hand. But yeah, this looks like Cephalid Breakfast. A Bant version. And the most important thing we learned, unless it's their last card and they're only running one, no days. Okay. Plague Engineer stops their combo, but it's not like super great. But I do want Red Blast. And Surgical is not bad either. Tune the Narrative is kind of poor. Not wild about Force Negation. It's definitely more hard castable than Force of Will. Brazen Bar was not really for this matchup. I will take the Meltdown. Psychic Frog's not really for this matchup. They have a lot of ways to make that less effective. And I'm not wild about Thoughtseize either. Or Force of Will against creature combo decks. Take Opposition Agent. Can trim a land. I'm trimming Tune the Narrative because it's kind of a weak card, and also we don't need our bolts to be supercharged. Or I guess, I don't know, we don't really want to target Nadu. We want to target like constructs, which won't be very big in this deck. Cephalid Illusionist. Teferi is something I can think of that I might want a bigger discharge for, though. Sudden Edict should be pretty good. Damage removal is really cool, because it can go at planeswalkers, or it can go at creatures. And being able to let it scale is also really cool. This hand is good. Although after a certain point, I don't know why you wouldn't just kind of play Fatal Push or something. But maybe we'll find out. I play Lightning Bolt because it's very versatile. You can target players. Shuko, huh? Well, I guess that means I can't tap out, huh? All they have to do is cast Illusionist next turn. And they might feel like they can win if they have like Force backup. They didn't think about Sudden Edict though. Busted card. Lovely card. I do hope it's good again. You know, maybe it is good. People aren't really playing Bowmasters these days, and people are protecting their frogs with days and stuff like that. Alright, if they go Lotus Petal and then Illusionist, I'm gonna... I don't know what I'll do. I'll admit this line was risky, but it looks like they're gonna cast Veil of Summer or some shit. Yeah. It's not really when you want to be casting that. I'll take it. It's a Persona 3 situation. We just shot ourselves. But now we can have our incompetent army firing at itself. They don't shuffle. Be aware of that. Dude, there's the pedal. I was like, don't play another one. I might even be able to get them on the hook and get their hand empty if I look like I'm going to fight with like a Red Blast or something. Problem is that Veil Summer does beat Sudden Edict if it was cast beforehand. So if they lead off with Veil, well, that would be real bad. But I don't think they're going to do that. At least I hope not. I have a little bit of insulation against that. I can pitch my frog to force a will, but I don't want to. Orm's Chant, that also works. Fine. The messed up thing about this card is that you can just bluff. You can just bluff. Alright, that's it. I have nothing left. You can combo now. Wish my last card was good. Just kidding, I have nothing. How far do I let them go? Probably not that far. I don't want them to have like narcomoebas and shit. So far so good. If I can expose the Dread Return, I think that's good enough for me. Kind of need to draw well. Although they milled over another Illusionist. That's good for me. But yeah, they have Nadu's outs. Step through will do it. They've got 4 mana already. It's like not a good spot. Okay, well, that might help. Won't help against Nadu. We do have pressure. It's not nothing. Not sure what their last card is. It could be like Cabal Therapy. Some completely uncastable card. Swords my Bowmaster is sure. Brainstorm. Oh no. Well, now they're not under any pressure. Well, now they're under pressure. But I'll make my hand seem pathetic. Play a land that I didn't play last turn, so they might think I top decked a land and have nothing going on. Yep. Let's not let this get out of control. I might get Nargamoebas. Yep, that sucks. Don't like that. Oracle's now exposed as well. I mean, it's not great for them if they have to block with that Narcomoeba. They do kind of need a critical mass of creatures to get through. That's 3 Illusionists down. Brazen Borrower. They can just refire an Illusionist if I petty theft it, so that's not so good. I think I will offer the trade. They might think they can win this race. Oh my god. Well, that'll be too slow. I'll make sure of it. Gods, I wish this was a lightning bolt. We'd have him done right now. It'd take something pretty remarkable to get them out of this one. Teferi would be a pain, but Snapcaster might overrun them at that point. Well, taking it to game 3. Exciting stuff, huh? Now I'm even less confident about Frog. And they seem pretty combo-y. Will I even have time to cast a Plague Engineer? It's so good. On Illusion. Maybe even on Construct. On Wizard. On Soldier. They're a deck of X1s. But will I have time? That's the question. I think I will take 4 forces. It's pretty easy for them to Goldfish. And then at that point, you just need like Surgical. And also Orm's Chain is a real tough thing to beat. I guess for that reason, I should take Force Negation. It's just hard to beat Orm's Chain. Keep 1 Frog, but as you saw, I think our win cons will be Bowmasters, Brazen Borrower, Snapcaster Mage. Nah, Thoughtseize can stay. Trim. Maybe it is Thoughtseize. Sudden Edict rules. I think it should be Snapcaster Mage. I think 3 is a lot for a deck that can... 3 is a lot against a deck that can threaten a pretty fast combo win. Yeah, this hand rules. We can do that thing where we like bank 2 energy, blowing up like a Nomads or a Illusionist, and then when they play Teferi and tick up, it'll be a lot. Okay, this is a pretty obvious Veil Summer. What if I just force the Veil on their 5-card hand? That would become 3. Then a draw step. They need land, Lotus Petal. It should be disruptible. It should be very disruptible. Then I don't have much going on. Would it be that weird for them to tap out? I don't think so. But it would be nice to be the one to have some recourse against Veil of Summer. Lantern in the yard. Yep. It might be getting out of control. Not a great draw. We should do this before their mana capabilities get too verbose. Okay, they decided not to Veil for some reason. I mean, I can understand that. It makes force really bad. I think I just take it. There didn't really seem to be a reason for them to not use it, though. Unless they wanted me to lose 2 life. Ponder's good. Say they had Veiled, and I force. What would the take be? Probably Nadu, because it's such a pain. Illusionist I can take out with Discharge. Nomads I can take out with Discharge. And now Nadu I can take out with Discharge as well. Yikes. Okay, we're not running well this game, which is too bad. Okay, they were out here missing land drops on their ponder to try and goldfish, but now they're here. Force of Will. Resolved. Brainstorm would be nice. I'm just trying to fix this hand up. Yeah, I'll take Tune. Get through my deck. Make Discharge even more fearsome. Pyroblast is real nice, but I need to be applying pressure. Not to mention my first threat's as good as dead, or as good as a farmer. It's a farmer. All right. I already have double red. I'd play that land if it gave me triple red, but it doesn't. Just look tough. Ponder's good, but I just really don't want them to hit Orm's Chant. Counter it. Little help here. Oh boy. Well, now I just want to get more lands out of my deck if it's going to be like that. Okay, they're drawing lands as well. Maybe in 20 land builds, we want to do 2 surveil lands. Wouldn't be that crazy, right? Would it be crazy? Oh, I should. Oh no, I don't have 3 red spells anymore. I think this is better. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, they got swords, so maybe not. Ooh. Maybe it's not that cool. But we're at least working through their removal. Yeah, it's fine. There's always that weird world where they like tap out. Bend to swords. Saga. That's a problem. That spoke for both of our discharges. But we'll also be able to get a combo piece. Yikes, come on. This is not what we wanted to happen. Do I just notice it when I get way overrate on lands, or does it actually happen more frequently to me. I wonder. Probably just notice it more. Brainstorm. Wish I held all those lands. Cool. We definitely want them to Swords Frog and stick Opposition Agent. But can we have 2 discharges after that? No, we can't. We can have 1 Galvanic Discharge afterwards, which I guess wouldn't be that bad. And we might want Edict. We might not even need to contend with Cephalid Illusionist if the opposition agent plan goes accordingly. They have so much mana though. I don't think they'll be impatient. Oh, alright. This might work out. Might work out. They have 2 Illusionists. Well, they can only cast 1. Do I start taking Shukos? It's going to be hard to beat this board. You've done your job quite admirably. I don't have priority to deal with this. Do I just pay 1? Because, yeah, they didn't activate it. Okay, cool. And then the cruel irony is that I need to draw a land next turn. Guess I might as well play this Shuko. Oh dear. That's a good reason to have not played that Shuko. Oh my god. Alright. I deserve that one. Why wasn't I thinking about Teferi? I wonder if anyone made it to the comment section in time. Yeah. Um, Man, people are always so excited to say GG after they win. Oh, that was so dumb. You don't have to rub it in. All right, let's get to the next one. Welcome back to match 4. Gonna try and shake off that awful punt of playing out Shuko against a Teferi deck. But I was kind of reasoning with myself in between rounds, and I was thinking like, well, there was a Scalding Tarn on top of our deck. Like, they had so much leeway for things to go right for them. I don't think we would have won that one anyways. I think we just flooded, and it's okay. But yeah, we didn't have to lose right then and there. I didn't have to play that freaking Shuko. This should be punishment enough. They gave me a no-lander. Throw that back. Sure. Frog and Force of Will is a winning strategy. We even have 2 lands to cast it. We're on the draw though, so who knows if this will be good enough. Is this the same deck? I think Tundra does mean, yeah, Nadu these days. Dang. 3 of the same deck. Didn't just do well or something? I don't mind. I feel like we're shredding. In most worlds, I'm pretty sure we would have taken that deck out last round. As long as you're not as stupid as me, I think you would win that. Okay, they didn't daze when they could have. Take Force. Because eventually we'll be able to beat daze. We'll never be able to beat that Force. But now we gotta play a turn behind, which is dangerous. Need them to not draw a Cephalid right now. I guess this list is a little different though. The last one didn't have daze. No shuffle. Flood is drained. Okay. I don't need to tune the narrative. I can force and beat a daze now, which I'll definitely have to force to Fairy. They only took 1 card off their Ponder. Important to note. Yeah, this is just the same deck. There's Narcomoebas. You wouldn't play Narcomoeba if you weren't playing Breakfast. Alright, let's see if I can get some redemption here. If they put me in the exact same scenario, I won't mess up this time. Force that. I wonder if Nomads will throw Narcomoeba under the bus. It probably will. Which is not good. For obvious reasons. So what do I need? Galvanic Discharge. Cool. Yeah, always more blue. Okay, same thing. I guess that would have just resulted in them losing both of their creatures though, so probably don't want that to happen. I don't want to lose my Bowmasters to daze. A little rough though. If they tick down, it's not the worst, because then I can clear to Fairy. Okay. Things are still scary. But it would have been pretty nice if they didn't get this free creature via their Surveil land. That really adds another dimension to Cephalid Breakfast. And they're also at the position where they can just win out of nowhere. They have 3 mana. I'm at 11? How did that happen? I thought seized. I fetched. I'm okay with this. Unless they can just win right now. Hit your Narcomoeba. Hit you. And hit you. Cavern. On. Wizard. Yeah. Yeah. Did you keep your days? Yeah. Dang. That must have been a pretty good brainstorm. Now I'm getting angry. And I wish I was playing my version of Grixis Control. Encephalid Breakfast beats me twice in a row. Well, it's only game 1, but... I haven't dropped a match to Cephalid Breakfast in... ages. Three Nadus, that's stock. This version has many more dazes. See that therapy over there? I mean, it shouldn't be surprising to them that I'm playing... Oh, they don't even care about the therapy. They're just straight up crazy. Alright. Same deal. Man, I was feeling pretty good about that last match too, when I got the bait on the Psychic Frog and then got the opposition agent snipe, and then I just had to be stupid. I had to play that stupid Shuko out. But I do think things were like not looking good for us since we had to redraw that Scalding Tarn. I think that mistake was stupid, but I think we did flood that game. And that was less in my control. Alright. I think it was like that. No, like that. Alright. I'm doing my own thing. Seems like they have a difficult choice. Yeah, I was even thinking about taking that Lotus Petal. I was really thinking about taking the Lotus Petal off Opposition Agent too. I should have just taken the Lotus Petal. That was last game. I should be thinking about this game. Tempting to Bowmaster that, but you know, they could have days. So I think we should start testing. They might daze right now if they're just trying to like goldfish. No. I could take that to mean they don't have days, but I'd rather like brainstorm and shuffle. I think that's better. Yeah, let's try and hit that land. Great. Okay. So what? Probably Borrower Frog. Gotta remember that these are also removal spells and very important. We don't have to shuffle, but I think it'd be good if we did. But what if we just hit a land? I'm so afraid of drawing lands now. Drawing lands loses games. I'm gonna redraw Borrower. You can surveil at home. Or next turn. Okay, cool. We might lose. Just a little old surgical extraction between us and annihilation. And we will be annihilated if they have Orm's Chant. Okay, maybe not. If they have another force, though, I'll be so angry. Just freaking unbeatable hand. Well, there's 3 Nadus, so unfortunately, I don't think they have a Nadu in hand. I'm not seeing enough forces. Where are the forces? Also, maybe could you flip Dread Return before? Wait, what? What's going on? They're just done? They're gonna beat me with Narcomoebas? No, you're not. Okay, there's Cabal Therapy. It's not their turn. What is in your hand? Is Dread Return in your hand? No, there's Dread Return. Is Oracle in your hand? Must be. Oracle must be in your hand. Okay, all the forces are gone. So... now what? I need to Red Blast. I need to Red Blast the Oracle and have it work, even though they probably have days. That's really what we're gonna do right now? I could extract days, I guess. No, I can't, because there's none. There's no days in the yard. What is happening to my life? Oh my goodness sakes. Oh my goodness sakes. Oh, Cavern. Where's Cavern? Is Cavern also in their hand? Is their hand Cavern Oracle? It's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, what do I do? Can I do anything? Pray. Oh, there's the Cavern. Okay. Yeah, I just gotta worry about days, I guess. There's really no days to extract. Cabal Therapy me? Sure. What are you gonna name? Force of Will? Sure, why not? Oh, man. Screw these Cephalid players. So I could have extracted... Let me just see if this would have worked. Please tell me they at least had days or something. Nope. All I had to do was Extract Cabal Therapy. I mean, they had to name correctly. I guess it was pretty obvious. I could have had Red Elemental Blast. Alright. 2 stupid games getting Cephalid Breakfast, I guess. This has been one of the hardest to stomach. Alright. One more round. See if I can redeem myself here. Got a hand full of removal. I'm on the play. Just missing the frog. Well, let's get him. Polluted Delta, go. Alright. If you want a frog, I have Sudden Edict. Not really such a bad... I think I said this earlier, but not really a bad meta choice these days for people who just want to play a frog on turn 2 and pass with like Daze, Force of Will. I think I mentioned this already, but yeah. Sudden Edict, pretty sweet. Okay. Looks like we want to do the same thing. Mishra's Bauble. This is probably a tempo deck. But I don't know if Grixis Delver with Nethergoyf plays Undercity Sewers. It might. So this could be straight blue-black. I'm expecting a frog here. The cool thing about Frog and Galvanic Discharge is that they do have to choose how many cards they discard before I decide how much energy I spend. How bad would it be if they Bowmaster right now? I don't even think it'd be that bad. Yeah, I didn't think so. Do people still play Orcish Bowmasters? I think they should. It's a good card. Put back Snapcaster Mage, and I guess I could redraw K-Command, or I could file it away for later. And I think I'll do that. Gonna get a Mountain. Probably play the same turn. Curious what they're up to over there. I'm gonna see how this plays. Okay. I mean, that's where we want the Fatal Pushes going. And not at Frog. Wasteland. Yep. See, I think I'm gonna get a little tricky here. I don't really want to get Badlands, though. I want to be able to brainstorm. I'm gonna brainstorm right now. Yikes. God, that's so bad. Alright. Could be worse. But another Wasteland would be pretty bad. Yeah. Try and force that. They force back. So I can double discharge that between 2 turns. Kind of rough, but it's where we're at. Should probably hit that instead. This card is a little trickier than Bolt. Don't think we can win this one anymore. Unless I draw another Galvanic Discharge. And this one doesn't get countered. Neither of them get countered. All right. Tough. Plague Engineer, Red Blast. I guess that's it. Force a negation out. Thoughtseize. We'll have 2 on the play, 1 on the draw. All right. Not the most exciting hand, but we definitely don't want to be down resources. And we have removal, so we want to like take the game long anyways. Move some stuff around and brainstorm. Another Goyf. Another land. Well, at least I can discharge this and play around Wasteland this time, which is nice. Doesn't feel quite the same as Bowmastering another Goyf. Thoughtseize me? I do want this Brainstorm to resolve if I may. Cool. Can just give them kind of a bad choice here. Hide the Edict. All right. I wouldn't mind too much if I got wastelanded. But they just put it in their graveyard. They might be not prioritizing those, which makes sense. We're hoping for like Baragoi for Psychic Frog here. Unlicensed Hearse. Well, I should probably try and get some Snapcaster Mage value around this. All right. Well, now we start attacking. That's pretty good. They'll probably exile K-Command and discharge this turn. Yep. I think that's fine. Yep. They can't crew in response. Might as well do this now. Let's brainstorm right now. Okay. Not too thrilled to uncover 2 more lands, but getting to put them back is kind of nice. And we keep attacking, which is good. This discharge could take out an X7, so Baragoyf is not a huge concern. I feel like they might have a removal spell, because they kind of just brainstormed into potential Bowmasters. Or they could have, you know, counter magic or something like that. Yep. That would be their last 2 cards, though, so... Okay, Hearse is tapped. Wow, we're just banking energy like crazy here. I love it. Would it be that bad if I got wastelanded again? It'd be pretty annoying. It's not like there are any double black spells or anything. Brazen Borrower. Nice. Yeah, we're just gonna try and keep fighting through to the end here. Keep throwing creatures at him. Yeah, they keep throwing creatures at us too. We can be patient, but they don't have to tap the hearse either, so what to do about that? Could just bounce Psychic Frog, let them take the discharge. Or I could Brainstorm. Nice. It's a lot of Sudden Edict. We'll hide one on top. Is Snapcaster Mage ever going to be good? I think so. You know, I did find this a bit funny when I was doing the deck tech, but it has certainly done more than its fair share. Well, if they have Fatal Push, they're being pretty stubborn about it. They don't want to escape their Nethergoyf either. They've just had better stuff to do, I guess. I'm gonna Brainstorm. Cool. We've been able to negotiate our Snapcaster value. It's been pretty nice. Without a single frog of our own. Hmm. Well, I, for one, am very happy that they're not escaping Nethergoyf. They might have Daze. Let's hope they have Force Blue card. They don't bite. Alright, there's Sudden Edict. Kolaghan's Command is after that. We should be able to get over the line here. Okay, there's the Fatal Push I was almost certain they had. Even if they do crew that hearse, it ain't one-hit shit. And we can beat up on Daze by casting this Brazen Borrower and then casting Sudden Edict. And we want to do that right now. So if they do crew in response, the hearse won't be a creature on our turn. All right, already going better than that last match. Just gotta win one more game. I gotta get a positive record for my Patreon subscribers. This is their donation bonus league. I gotta do it. Yeah, we'll swap Thoughtseize for Force. Can't really think of anything else. Did we see basic Swamp? Yeah, I don't think Harbinger's gonna be that great. They're certainly not adverse. I played a Swamp. Did they ever play a Swamp? Yeah, I don't think I want Harbinger. Anyways. Yeah, looking at this deck like this, it almost looks more like a Wasteland deck. We have no big top end or anything. We have the 2 Brazen Borrowers. Kolaghan's Command is really the only thing out of the ordinary, I feel like. And Snapcaster Mage, of course. Yeah, I think we'll run like that. Opposition Agent being a flash threat is also interesting. But I think we can win the frog fight because we have Red Blast and they don't. And like I said, Discharge, kind of a tricky card. With how many lands we've got. It's okay to take one. I'm just going to play around Daze this game. Wonder what they'll take. Probably Psychic Frog. But if they really want to get over the line, I could see them taking Discharge. Or if they have like Fatal Push or something like that. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Uh-oh. Well, now that's a 3-4. It's out of Discharge territory. We could be in trouble. Maybe I should not have played around Daze. That might have been a fatal mistake. Okay, well, their hand's pretty good. I think I have to take Psychic Frog. Murktide Regent and Nethergoyf being big are kind of mutually exclusive at this point anyways. I'm a little worried for our life though. I feel like I might have made a mistake. Because they don't have Daze, unless they were prepared to or say Galvanic Discharge. I think that would have done it. Thoughtseize Bug. Thoughtseize Bug. Oh no. Oh no. What happens if I discharge Frog? Are they just going to discard the 2 cards? Would they? I think I have to give them the card though. Might help me take down this Nethergoyf. They don't have any more unique types in their hand. I just need more time. Will they give Psychic Frog flying? I mean, they'll probably just force the Bowmasters. I don't know. We can try, though. Wish I could force back. Oh. I think that might be a mistake. Are we going to go to blocks? Alright, this will regenerate my blocker. Before that happens, let's see if I can beat this Nether Goyf with Discharge. Oh no. Oh yes. Do you have another unique type? I feel like they could have avoided all of this if they just forced my Bowmasters, but I mean, I am happy about this. The only scary thing is that I need to somehow compete with this Murktide Regent, and they have a Force of Will. So I feel like I need Bowmasters into, I mean, Brainstorm into like double Red Blast or something like that. And this all could have been avoided if I had just discharged Goyf on turn 1 instead of playing around Daze. Definitely made a gigantic mistake here. What's going on? Are they going to ponder first? No, I didn't think so. 5/5. All right. So they have Ponder, Force of Will, and we draw land. Cool. Yeah, this might actually be better as like not a Grixis control deck, but a tempo deck, I think. Man, they just gave up on their Force of Will. This is so loose. I could have won this game if I had drawn better. All right, I'm sorry, MRSJ. Leaving you off with a 2-3 record here. A lot of it completely due to pilot error, but it's important to recognize these things when they come up, learn from my mistakes, and maybe when you play your own matches, you won't make the same mistakes I made. It's possible that in this last game here, playing around Daze was more harmful than just getting. Maybe if they just say they did Daze Galvanic Discharge, that would put them back a land drop, so maybe they don't get Psychic Frog that turn. I could have reasoned that out a little bit more, I think, and figured out if it really would have been that bad to get Dazed in that scenario, and then if it had succeeded, like that or that Nether Goyf did so much damage over the course of the game that I couldn't hold on when they assembled more threats. So yeah, I hope that made sense. I think I'm gonna go get some rest now, but I think these were fun. Sometimes it's fun to see someone mess up, right? Thanks for being a Patreon subscriber. It means so much to me. And thanks for sticking with me for this donation bonus league. And I'll catch y'all next time.